Hello, you beautiful gym people. We're going to look at digestive system. So if you're doing your active IQ level 2 gym instructor, or you just want to use this as a little bit of revision for your own work, or you're just interested, just have a little look. If you like it, send me a like. If you got any questions, add a comment and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you. So digestive system, what are we going to take away from here? So you should be able to describe the function of each section of the alimentary canal, including the mouth all the way to the large intestine. Describe fats, proteins, carbohydrates are all digested and absorbed, and the main enzymes involved in that process. Explain the role of dietary fiber. Explain the role of the liver and the pancreas. Describe the timescales for digestion, and explain the importance of fluid in digestion. So let's have a look at the four processes that your food will go through. So first of all, we will ingest the food through your mouth. We chew the food. The chewing of that food is a process called mastication. Now, it's important we remember that word mastication because it may pop up on your level 2 online theory exam. Once we ingest or chew the food, the food will be digested. So the food is broken down through the action in the smooth muscle tissue and digestive enzymes. After digestion, we have absorption. So the food is passed into the bloodstream on its way to the body's tissues that we need for energy. And then elimination, any waste food that we don't need or is not required by the body is removed. So ingestion, digestion, absorption, and elimination. So we're looking at the structure of the digestive system. If you're looking at the screen, we have a diagram of the digestive system outside of the body, and we have a diagram of the digestive system and where it sits within the body. So first of all, the mouth, then we go into the esophagus, stomach, it will go to the small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus, and other systems incorporated within that are the liver and the gallbladder. So when we're talking about the structure of the digestive system, it's everything within the alimentary canal, includes the mouth, the esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and your digestive organs to include the pancreas and the liver. So if we just look at the diagram, and we can identify all of those components. Let's look at the structures individually. So the mouth is the entry of the food, where it begins to break down through the process, remember, of mastication, chewing. Then down through the esophagus, which is a canal that carries the food from the mouth to the stomach. Inside the stomach, the food breaks down further by releasing enzymes and also kills bacteria. So if there was a question in your theory paper asking where in the body or where in the digestive system is bacteria killed, your answer will be stomach. Small intestine receives the food from the stomach and absorbs important nutrients into the bloodstream to be passed to the body's tissues and used for energy. So that's saying that the food they get from the stomach, it's absorbed, more of the nutrients are taken out and sent to the relevant body components. So for example, if there was a question in your exam paper asking where does the body break down the food to be used by its body's tissues and used for energy, the answer might be the small intestine. Large intestine absorbs water and vitamins from food residue and forms and stores feces ready for excretion. So whatever it isn't been processed in the small intestine. Whatever else the body needs will be processed in the large intestine. This is where also food is stored ready for poop. So if there was a question in your exam paper about where is the feces stored ready for excretion, your answer might be large intestine. And then liver and pancreas. So the liver is responsible for bile secretion, vital for the breakdown of fats in the small intestine, removal of nutrients from the blood, and conversion of storage, detoxifying harmful substances in the blood, storage of vitamins and minerals, and it removes bacteria from the bloodstream. The pancreas secretes digestive juices into the small intestine, which contains the aforementioned enzymes in order to break down nutrients. Moving on to fiber. Fiber ensures the smooth, speedy passing of waste. So if you have enough fiber in your diet, you will poop regularly. It also helps to increase the amount of good bacteria, helps you feel fuller for longer, which will reduce the likelihood of you snacking on sweets and other products high in sugar. It's also likely to reduce the obesity and obesity-associated conditions, for example, type 2 diabetes. Okay, let's look at the enzymes that are broken down from carbs, proteins, and fats. So carbohydrates are up first. The enzymes we call amylase, sucrase, maltase, and lactase. Those enzymes are then further broken down into glycogen and then glucose. And then we use the glycogen and glucose as energy. Carbohydrates. Fats, the enzymes are lipase. The lipase is broken into fatty acids and glycerol. The fatty acids and glycerol are then used as energy and insulation. Remember, we need a certain amount of fat in our body to keep us warm. We also need to use it as energy when carbs are low. We also need it to absorb fat. We also need it to absorb fat-soluble vitamins, such as vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K, fat-soluble vitamins. Protein is broken into pepsin, peptidase, that has been broken into peptide chains, and then amino acids. We use that then for growth and repair. And in emergencies, it's used as a backup fuel for glucose glycogen. So let's have a look at our timescales. So how long is it going to take you to chew your food through the process of mastication? So you eat something, chew, chew, chew. That should take around 30 to 60 seconds. When you swallow, it's going to take between 1 to 3 seconds. If that, gulp, down it goes. Travel from the esophagus, remember the canal from the mouth all the way to the stomach, is going to take between 5 and 8 seconds. Into the stomach, it's going to process in the stomach for anywhere up to 2 hours to 6 hours. Then into the small intestine, the processes in the small intestine can take anywhere from 1 hour to 5 hours. And then into the large intestine, and it can be anywhere between 9 to 72 hours. So it's a long process. Okay, you should now be able to describe the function of each section of the alimentary canal. What happens with the mouth, mastication, what happens with the esophagus. It's a canal for the food to travel down. What happens in the stomach? It kills bacteria. What happens in the small intestine? It sends all of the nutrients to the body components. What happens in the large intestine? It's where feces are stored ready for excretion. Describe how fats, proteins, and carbohydrates are digested and absorbed. Explain the role of fiber, the role of the liver and the pancreas, and the timescales for digestion, and the importance of fluid in the digestion system. So I hope that helps. Remember to like, leave a comment or ask a question if you're interested, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you very much for attending today, and hopefully see you again.